Joining us right now, the best of the best of the best of the best. Our lawyer, personal injury attorney, the dense beard of justice, the torch of justice burns bright in his heart. If you've been in a car accident, don't trust an insurance company. Trust this guy, Sweet James Bergener, to hold your hand through. Free legal advice until you settle. And Sweet James is going to get you what you deserve. 800-881-2021. There's only one dense beard of justice.
Order in the court. Order in the court. It's time for Justice with Sweet James.
Hey, Sweet James, what's popping with y'all, man? How are you, brother?
I'm doing well. How are you, Petros and Money?
Hello. Oh, we're fabulous. We're just posted out here, getting ready for football season in its very beginnings. A lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of churning out of the work.
I was excited to pack my tennis skull wintergreen, head down to Dodger Stadium, and get a lipper going. But
wait a minute, Matt.
What?
You can't.
Whoa!
You can't bring your lipper into. You can't bring your skull or your Kopi anymore.
Well, I got my own Gatorade bottle for spit.
I don't know if they're saying no chaw, but for sure.
I can take my Lancaster peach flavor
or your Redman.
Take my Redman,
which is not racist at all.
Take my beach nut.
I don't know why nobody's gone after. How come the Redskins are getting punked, but Redman chaw is still available at 7-Elevens all over the place?
They can change their name to the Serpents or something. But Redman chewing tobacco will always be Redman chewing tobacco.
It's the first chewing tobacco I ever put in my mouth was
all
Redman
of us.
chaw. James, I guess you can't smoke at Dodger Stadium anymore. Or not even with the electronic cigarettes. What's going on? What's happening here?
You know what? California is weird. Surprise, surprise.
What?
I'm going to say in 5 years you're going to be able to smoke marijuana, but then you won't be able to, do any tobacco. I don't know. I don't understand it.
I did tobacco a long time. When I was a kid, I was a tobacco doer, as they say. But now that I don't smoke anymore. And
you feel a lot better, don't you, P?
Yeah, well.
You feel a lot better.
Matt used to smoke a lot with me.
Yeah, and guess what? I feel a lot better now, too.
I think you smoked past my quit date.
I may have.
One.
I remember you guys talking about stories about you guys.
Yeah, you might have had
She's unfriendly.
My point is, I've not had a cigarette now in over 6 years.
It's a long time.
Wow. I do feel a lot better, but I am much more offended by cigarette smoke now that I'm not a smoker. But I don't want to be a hater.
Well, but you've been packing your lip with chewing tobacco, P, and now we can't take that to Dodger Stadium anymore. Is that right, James? I can't take my tennis skull or Kopi to Dodger Stadium now?
That's what they're going to do. They're going to ban that stuff.
How am I going to build a cool-looking crease in the back of my jeans if I don't have a can
You need
of
that Copenhagen ring there in that back pocket.
Be honest, Sweet James, with that dense beard, have you ever tried a lipper?
You know what? In 7th grade on the bus.
Did you give it up? I gave it up.
Man,
First time I ever did a lipper, I gave it. Yeah, I threw up myself.
But you tried Skull Bandits, right? You had the pouch going. You didn't pack that thing, did you?
No, I packed that thing like a man.
James.
We didn't have that. We didn't have like the snooze or whatever those things are called.
God, Bandits were
now in
huge
Norway, those were all the
school.
rage, man. Everyone was doing the snooze in Norway.
I didn't have any of those.
Yeah.
We just had to do the lipper, and you know me, I drool. Everything was a mess. It was all over my mouth. It was horrible. Yeah, terrible. I've never been a good chewing tobacco person. So this has this happened?
Well, the council approved saying we're going to ban this from the stadium, and it's going to go through. I mean, they can ban that. So sneak it in if you can.
James, I'm not asking you to
sneak it in if you can. That's
there you
moral
go.
of the story here is don't mix drugs and alcohol and sneak it in if you can.
I'm not asking you to be our expert on all things politics, but hey, you're a guy about town. You find your way into courtrooms. I'm sure you rub elbows with lobbyists from time to time. Is the tobacco lobby losing steam, and that's why we're seeing more and more of these laws pass here in California? No smoking indoors, no smoking here outdoors, now no smokeless tobacco?
Yeah, that's the new thing, isn't it, to be anti-tobacco? Yeah, the lobby is still there, but it's just the public opinion is just so far swung the other way that they've lost a lot of steam.
The crazy thing is tobacco lobby super weak. Kopi lobby higher than ever.
Smokeless tobacco lobby super strong. All right,
No,
so
just Kopi.
no more Kopi. Well, yeah,
Here,
no more
here at
skull.
Copenhagen, we're not feeling the burn that a lot of the other tobacco companies.
And listen, if you want to get around this Kodiak, because they're from Canada, the laws don't apply to them, so pack that. All right, to the ESPN and SI report that blew that lid open on Spygate, going all the way back to 2000.
Did it, Matt? After
Right.
Willie McGinnis's heartfelt words yesterday, it blew the lid off it. After I thought Willie put that lid right back on, I thought he corked it with his big ass.
I think Willie because he was a player, certainly can claim ignorance, understandably.
Claim ignorance?
You don't want your 260-pound wrecking machine of a defensive end thinking twice about stolen videotapes and grease boards, do you? No, go out there and get that ball, young man,
Wait a
and
minute.
tackle that person.
Who do you think actually has to execute the plays that are stolen if you're out there stealing plays?
He's just doing what he's told, man.
Oh, please.
He's just doing. Hey, he didn't order that code red.
Every time.
He's just doing what he's told.
Every time we blitzed into a screen, I knew.
That's just what they told me to do.
We were cheating.
James, can they be held criminally liable for this? I mean, they're
No.
videotaping people against their wishes.
No, it's going to be a civil matter, so it wouldn't be a
Damn.
criminal matter. You know, it wouldn't be. But this is kind of like this O.J. Simpson delayed O.J. Simpson syndrome, isn't it? This delayed consequence. You know, so this
Sure.
is weird.
It is
It's
a little
weird.
weird, Sweet James. I heard you
Yeah.
have a Petros story.
I do have a Petro story.
What's the deal, man?
This weekend, I was in Las Vegas at an attorney convention, and the attorneys were smart enough to schedule this in the dead heat of summer in Vegas
Sure.
to prepare us for the afterlife,
got good rates.
where all attorneys are going to go. So in this beautiful heat there, I'm meeting with all of these people, and people see my name, and they go, "Hey, Sweet James, how's Petros? What's Petros like?" I'm like, "Oh, my goodness, it's all Petros stories." Anyway, one guy comes out to me and says, "Hey, next time you talk to Petros, give him a huge shout out for me." I go, What happened? He said, early 2000, I had this terrible little college radio show from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m., and Petros called and donated a bunch of money to help my little radio show.
How about that?
So you are a class act, my friend.
Benevolent Petros
Awesome.
helping
That's
out
why-
college radio.
Yeah,
Who was it? Do you know this story, P?
I was drunk.
Oh.
that's true.
See,
you know,
you
look.
call college radio, I call and order Freedom Rock and bakeware.
I would honestly make like $300 waiting tables and then just give it to somebody immediately.
You are that. I got to tell you, that's why I keep out of jail, Petros. You're just a class act all the way around. You
Thanks,
know?
Sweet James. I thought
so-
you were gonna. I thought you found out about some of the undercover commercials I was doing in the Vegas radio circuit.
I
I'm
envision
doing the
you.
puppetry of the penis spots.
I envision you, James, sitting at a baccarat table, checking those boxes. I mean, a thinking man like you. What is your game of choice?
I'm not a gambler.
What?
At least not in Vegas. No,
Not at all.
No,
We've had this
nope,
conversation.
Not even the Wheel of Fortune slots.
Nope.
No,
No, thank you.
Mr. Sweet James gambles in adventure with Danish.
That is correct.
With Danish metal bands,
Yeah.
Norwegian big hair bands,
He just walked the streets of Naked City at 3 a.m., seeing if anything's going to happen.
with his attorney card out.
Right.
Sweet James Bergener, 800-881-2021. He cares about you and he'll help you. You're the best, Sweet James, and we cherish your relationship. If something happens to me in Kentucky, can you help me?
You bet.
All right, good.
I'll
to
take that as a no.
know.